Beautiful ignited souls. I am so grateful to have you here right now. It's like I could just feel you. I think it's because of the deepness and the essence of these presentations that it's like there seemed to be a heartfelt communion amongst us sharing in this vibration. And that's what I'm talking about, that I feel the loss of life, which we could say it's the a new life. I don't see it as a loss. I feel that each and every one of us has the essence or the life force, or to have the life force of George Perry, and to, of course, Judge Perry Floyd. And so we have been looking at this. Let me carry on with this so we don't lose track. But it's really showing on the correlations and the vibrations of numerical construct that I believe is responsible for what I consider as a sacred contract between George and Derek. I feel that there was a sacred contract. It's not taking away the pain or anything like that, because that is what has been served to help us to ignite the God force within us to be able to maneuver ourselves in these times. So we are now through a new evolution, a new world, a new man, a new woman, a new species. That is what we are creating. It's not because you are still able to recognize my face that means that we are not changing. We are changing. We are being transformed, and we don't recognize it because we are all on the journey. We are all journeying together, so we may not really recognize it in one another, but it is happening. Okay, so we have done George and Derek and seen the correlation here. We have taken the middle names and see the correlation, how they are marrying, meaning they are forming a union together, just as we did the word knee and neck, and saw that it also came to seven. So we have seen that we have seven here. We have seven here. Adding this together, of course, would give us five, as 14 as Mother Eve. This is where they connected. This is like when you connect with someone on first names, then you connect on middle names. Of course, middle comes together. So now we have seven, and the word seven really adds to 20. This is where we are continuing from where we left off. So 7 is 20, SEVEN is 20. Now, to show the significance of this passing or this scaling in a profound way, that how I receive it actually is like, it's very symbolical. It is the second coming. It represents the second coming. It represents the risen Savior. It represents life. It represents life and death. We already see that death, DEATH is 4, 5, 1, 2, 8. Adding this together, 10 plus 10 is 20. So now let's see how or why this has happened in this time. Because 20, according to High Priest Aaron had left me for a while because I had given me so much already. So let's take this off because we have dealt with that. So we are in 20. If you watch the videos I've done on the big five religions of the world, you'll see a lot of 20, because of course High Priest Aaron is also 22, just like we are in 2020. So we are looking at 2 2. If we did 2 2, the word 2, TWO, this is 2 5 6. This would be 11 12 14 12 13 rather, 13 11 12 13. This would be 2. 13 and 13 is 26, and 2 plus 6 is 8. So this is showing, this is what we are talking about. So we are in 2020. But however, we've done 7, we have seen 7 has reflected as the death. Death itself Okay, let's look at 20 so you'll see what I'm talking about. 5 to 7. This is 15, 22, 24, 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. So whether we did it as 2 to 20, we did 2, and we did another 2, we would be seeing, of course, because it's 2020, we have 2 8s. That's why we could make a reference and see that Buddhism, when we did Buddhism, we had 2 8s, which comes from China. China is also 8. So there we see that there is a representation of the 8 as when Mother Eve ate, ATE, which is 1, 2, 5. Counting this together is 8. And also to show about the new man, because Mother Eve ate, but she gave to her husband and he did eat. This is what the scriptures is written very, very funny, in a sense that it's written in a way to lose you if you're not careful. And he did it. When I'm reading it, it's like I am hearing something else. And he did it. It's like I could hear Dora. And I think there are people who knows about those. So here we are, 13, and this is 494. So this is 10, this is 17, so this is 8, this is 4, and this is also 8. Adding these together, 8 plus 8 is 16, 22. So this is what we are talking about, people. He did it. Whoever did it, whether Derek did it, there's the 8. So here we are, 2020. We are in 2020. Whatever is happening here, he did it. And it's like, even if you were to hear he did it, about 11, this would still take you into showing you about this 2020. So here we are talking about this 2 2s where he did it. Okay. See that the scriptures is written in a way to really to seek to seek truth, if you like, to seek guidance, to seek the humor, to seek life, to seek beauty, because that's what it's all about. Okay, so Eve ate and he did eat. So that's the husband, and she gave to her husband and he did eat. Notice it's all about the mouth. This is why we have been gagged in these times, because the word eat is to do with the mouth, and mouth, of course, is Mother Eve. Mother Eve is the mouth, MOUTH, and it's 5 letters. So 2 8 3 6 4. This is 10 23. 2 plus 3, and this is where life is. So when, for instance, you are being asked to cover your mouth, it's like taking your life force away. That's why the breathing or the breath, LIFE, which is 3 9 6 5. This is 23. So basically 2 plus 3 is 5. So we are seeing that the correlations are very striking. There's a sacredness about it. Now we have seen the first name. Okay, I'm just going to put this on there for reference. And Derek, okay, and they both 7, so they 7 7. And then we had the middle name, which is Perry, Perry, which is 1. And then Michael, Michael, which is 6. Okay. Then now let's do the last name, which is Floyd, Floyd. And Floyd is, I did Floyd, which is 8. I'll do Floyd again, 6 3 6 7 4, and this is 10 30 20 26. So this is correct, 26, just like in God. So we see if we did God, for instance, God is 17, but there are times we get depending, but God is 8. Okay, now we have Floyd, 8, and then Chauvin, Chauvin. Chauvin, I think, is 33, 8, 1, 3, 5. Oh, this is supposed to be 4, 4, 9, 5. Okay, so this is 10, this is 15, this is 19, this is 22, 30, 33. Okay, so this is 33. I am glad. Okay, 33. All right, so this is 6. Now we have 6, 6. So 3 6 is 18 plus 1, 19. This is what we had for, well, as you can see, 19 here. Okay, and so we have 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. Of course, this is 1. And then we have for George, which is, we could say 8 plus 8, 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. So George is really showing a lot of the sevens here. This is really a lot of creation. Like we had the number 7, or when we do the word 7, of course, we see Eve in the middle. Eve is like that which is present before any event takes place. That's why we have so many deaths in 2020, because 2020 is like everything comes in as twins. This is why there is a Derek and there is a George, there is an Esau and a Jacob, there is a Cain and Abel, there is an Adam and Eve. Everything comes in pairs, and that we have 2 6s here as well, and here we have 2 7s. That's really something too. And so these numbers are emblems of showing the newness of the new life. Okay, so we are going to wrap this one up and revisit these, and we are going to look at the date of birth, meaning the life path numbers, and see the correlation of the sacred contract. We are decoding this. The reason why we are doing this is to understand the numerical vibrations, how to capture them, how they fold or how they unfold. And we can see I have got for instance, pomegranate here, the wholeness of a fruit, which is that which we are. So the pomegranate, for instance, and we see that in cutting it, we have 7 segments. 7 is what we have been dealing with here. But when it is cut, because 7 in itself breeds after its kind, it's like a soul. So it is cut. This is why we have the 7 as here in with George and also with Derek. It's like, it's almost like I get a picture as if George had cut away all the things that that seem negative or evil or whatever it is, was as if there is a severing away. The ground itself, which we have done the numerical value of 7, denotes that separation. Okay, so now we are adding 1 plus 7 plus 1 is actually 8, and this is how we have the new template. My dear wonderful people, please watch my videos on the big 5 of the big 5 religions, and you will see that I have been doing quite a lot on the number 8, as in the fact that we are now ready to set a new template. This is why when we do the numerical value for the word 20, as in 2020, here TWENTY, it gives us 226, meaning 2 creations of 266, but adding this together gives us a number of 8. So this is what is so important for us to take from that George the sacred killing of George Floyd was setting a new template. The set God right here on the 8th. The 8th God is the set God. And George's life path number is 8. But he was setting a new template. This is the 8th cycle. As you can see, it is that demarcation right here. That, of course, and it coincides as well. Wow. With Mother Eve's Latins, which is 7 Latins, and it's on the 8th one. She says, let us make man in our image after our likeness. This is what George death it signifies. It signifies the new man. It signifies something to celebrate. So this is where we say, now I can breathe. Stay ignited.